Brilliant. So welcome to this Mindfulness UK session as we come to the end of the working week. And we thought today we'd look at loving kindness, or metta practice, the Sanskrit word for loving kindness. But before we explore that, maybe we could just do a short practice to sort of fully land in the moment after what's probably been a busy week for many of us. And then I'll do a longer practice and we can finish with a group sharing. So as we sort of settle into a landing practice, this is really just all about participating in a relaxed and mindful way. So let's take a moment just to let our bodies and minds unwind a little bit, and maybe use the breath in the body to release any tension we've got and land fully in this moment. Maybe start by sitting comfortably with your back kind of comfortably straight, not too rigid, not too bent, and just resting your hands either in your lap or on top of your legs. And then in a moment, I'm just going to invite you to take 3 long, slow breaths in and just stretch in whatever way is comfortable for you, and then kind of completely relax and soften as you slowly breathe out. Okay, so let's have a go at that. This may be a long, slow in-breath while stretching, releasing any tension as you slowly breathe out. And then another one. Slow out breath in your own time, whatever's comfortable. And then just one more. And then just allowing your breath to return to its natural rhythm. And just feeling how the body relaxes after the stretch, just naturally falls back into a relaxed state. And just maybe closing your eyes or lowering your gaze if you haven't already. And bringing your focus to the breath as it passes in and out of your body in its natural rhythm. Just letting your attention follow that rhythm as the breath enters the nose, passes down your throat into your chest, maybe fills your belly, and then slowly comes back up the same route and passes out of your body before being replaced with another breath. So just following that cycle for a few moments. And if for whatever reason you don't find it particularly comfortable focusing on the breath, that's absolutely fine. Feel free to choose another anchor point for your focus. Perhaps putting your hand on your belly and feeling the soft rise and fall, or maybe your feet in contact with the floor under you, just supporting and holding you. Whatever your personal, comfortable focus point is, just being with that. And we're just allowing this focus on our breath or our body just to become an anchor to the present moment, to what's actually happening right here, right now. Remembering that it's always here, a place of calm and refuge from the incessant chatter of the busy mind. Just following each breath and just being consciously aware of what's happening in this present moment in a curious and non-judging way. This is the practice. We're not thinking about the future. We're not reliving or reminiscing about the past. And we're not wishing the present was any different. We're just being present and allowing it to be as it is. However busy or calm, stressed or peaceful that may be today. Just noticing it, opening to it, allowing it. And if at any moment you notice that you got pulled away into thoughts or emotions, just give a little inner smile and gently bring your attention back to the anchor with a kind and non-judgmental attitude. Remembering that this moment of realizing and returning to the here and now, this waking up out of thoughts and emotions, this is the practice, to just keep coming back to the present and be there, allowing it to be as it is. Each breath arising, and each breath passing. And as we come to the end of this landing practice, just noticing whether those words bring up any thoughts in the mind, perhaps what's next, and just seeing how those thoughts arise, just like each breath arises. That if we stay with the breath, we can watch them arise, allow them to be there, but also allow them to pass, and just see the breath arising and passing. And in the background, maybe thoughts are arising or passing too. And we just keep the attention with the breath for a few more moments. Noticing how the mind does its thing, produces thoughts, but then we can just stay with the anchor if we choose to. And then in your own time, just bring the practice to an end and maybe gently open your eyes when you're ready. And you can have a stretch or a sip of water. So, loving kindness. I thought I might start by saying that one of my favorite quotes of the Dalai Lama, which he states pretty regularly, is this: "My religion is very simple. My religion is kindness." And I really love the directness and the simplicity of this. For all the pageantry and traditions and customs of Tibetan Buddhism, the Dalai Lama highlights this as the core teaching. And it's very much the same with the other religions. When Jesus was asked what was the most important teaching, he replied that it was to love God and to love everyone around you, whoever they may be. And there are very similar teachings in the Quran and the Torah and the other religious texts. And I think this connects us to something that's like an inherent part of our humanity. 2,000 years ago, in the time of the Romans, Seneca said, "Wherever there is a human being, there is the opportunity for kindness." And Aesop's fables, which we may have read when we were children, which came from the ancient Greeks, record the importance of kindness in the story of the lion and the mouse, with the lesson that no act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. And I think this helps to highlight a fundamental part of mindfulness practice, which can be forgotten at times, and that is that mindfulness is based on the two wings of awareness and also kindness, or as some people call it, loving kindness, or the Sanskrit word is metta. And as the American teacher Tara Brach regularly says, it's only with both these wings, with awareness and insight, but also with loving kindness, that we can fly. So today I'd like to guide a loving kindness practice. And so I invite you just to settle back into a comfortable position. If you'd like to close your eyes or lower your gaze, whichever is comfortable for you. And just start by gently bringing your attention back to your chosen anchor, whether it's the breath or the body. And we'll just land back in this present moment. If you're following the breath, can you notice each individual breath? Is short or long? Is your breathing light or labored? Just approaching each individual breath and seeing its uniqueness. If you're choosing to anchor in the body, can you feel the floor under you? Can you feel any part of your body? Maybe a slight throb somewhere, a little bit of tension somewhere, or maybe just the gentle rise and fall as you breathe. As you settle into stillness, can you see any thoughts arising? Can you just watch them like clouds in the sky, seeing them come, and then, left to their own devices, just pass on across the landscape? Can you hear any sounds around you? Is there perhaps sound of bird song or of cars passing? Maybe children playing or somebody calling? Or maybe just the soft hum of electric devices in a house. Just being with your anchor in this present moment, the here and now. Just observing and allowing whatever arises to arise. Not holding on to it, just observing it and allowing it to arise and in its own time to pass. Each breath, each body sensation, each sound, each thought, even each emotion. This is just life unfolding, never-ending stream of change, and we just sit and observe it. And as we observe it, see if we can have at least 50% of our awareness on the breath, arising and passing. And there's an invitation just to notice that short pause, that pregnant pause between each breath. A little moment of stillness before the next breath. And just being with that pause, being aware of it, how each breath comes out of it. And then in turn, how each pause comes out of each breath. And now that we've noticed this pause, as we move into the metta practice, an invitation to internally make the following wish of loving kindness, maybe in each pause. May I be happy. May I be at peace. May I find freedom. And just repeat to yourself those phrases in each pause. May I be happy. And may I be at peace. May I be free. And notice if any thoughts arise whilst you're doing this. And if they are, just clock them, but giving in a smile, and choose to bring your attention back to saying the phrases. And now think of somebody or some being that you love very much, a member of your family, friend, a pet. Then internally make a similar wish of love and kindness to this being. May you be happy. May you be at peace. May you be free. Just repeating those phrases to yourself in the pauses between your breaths. May you be happy. May you be at peace. May you find freedom. Again, if you notice that thoughts have arisen, perhaps about this being, just noticing it, allowing it, but giving it in a smile at the same time, and bringing the main focus of your attention back to repeating the phrase. And now an invitation to widen your awareness to visualize all the beings that you know, or your friends or your family, be all your work colleagues, the people you've met in your life. Now make a similar wish of loving kindness to all of them. May you all be happy. May you all be at peace. May you all be free. May you all be happy. May you all be at peace. May you all be free. And now an invitation to widen that circle even wider to all the beings that they've ever met, all their friends, all their families, all their colleagues, all the myriad people they've ever met in their lives, and making that same wish of loving kindness to all this extended group, so many human beings and other beings interacting with each other. May you all be happy. May you all be at peace. May you all be free. May you all be happy. May you all live in peace. May you all be free. And because there is no being in the entire universe that lives entirely alone, because we're all interconnected and interacting with other beings, it's not hard to think that if we're wishing well of our circle and their circle's circle, pretty soon we're wishing well for all beings throughout the entire universe. So let's just widen to them and make that similar wish of loving kindness. May all beings everywhere, may you all be happy. May all beings everywhere, may you all be at peace. May all beings everywhere be free. And as we repeat this wish, just noticing what arises in our minds and our hearts. There may be thoughts of how magical the universe is. There may be a warmth, or there may be a concern. What about some of the nastier people in the universe? Are they included? A nervousness? Whatever is arising and is absolutely fine. No need to push it away or cling on to it. Just to notice, oh, that's arising. I can see it. I can see it arising, and I'm going to keep saying this wish. May all beings everywhere be happy. May all beings everywhere be free. May all beings everywhere live in peace. And as we come towards the end of the practice, just an awareness that this wish of well-being, of loving kindness to all living beings, is something that for thousands of years people have had. And just as it includes from us our wish for all other beings, so for them it's included us as being part of all beings. So we circle back and we just close with the same wish for ourselves. May I be happy. May I be at peace. May I be free. May I be happy. May I be at peace. May I be free. And now in your own time, there's absolutely no hurry, but when you're ready, just gently opening your eyes and maybe having a stretch or a sip of water. And now we'll move to opening the floor and seeing if anyone has any observations or comments, how the practice went. As always, I'd like to set an intention on this, that this sharing will help each of us to awaken to the peace and well-being that are our natural birthright as human beings. And I'll just stop recording as we do so.